What's going on, Southern Miss football fans? Nice to be back. I know I've been botchy lately with my Southern Miss stuff. This is not a whole lot going on in the football world that we know about, unless you're going to the practice and seeing it, as I live in Louisiana. So it's hard for me to get over there, but I will be making some of them. Look at the lighting today with the wind, man. But I will be making some of the practices whenever I can. And I had to be outside because I finally got good weather over here. So we're back outside, baby. Back at my normal studio of the carport. We're back, baby. Practice number 6 was over. Well, I'm pretty late on it, but practice number 6 was over the weekend. T-Webb had his best practice yet, Southern Miss fans. He's understanding the urgency of this offense, the Will Hall way, which has been a problem. Every single interview that I watch, y'all know I listen to a sentence, I pause it, I do take my notes, I run that sentence back, take some more notes, and then I go to the next sentence. I'm very, very critical. And I'm sure they probably don't want me to do that, but I am, okay? Every single time we talk about T-Webb in any of these interviews that I watch, it seems like it's an urgency. We got to get more urgency. People that I talk to that's been to the practice, they're sitting there counting on their fingers how many times you're getting the ball out. There's a whole new football team, Southern Miss fans. He's in Mississippi now. That's a culture shock, okay? A whole new playbook. Like I said, new football team was number 1. These whole new guys he's throwing the ball to. He's learning as he goes. Trey Lowe had an unbelievable week. What's new? This guy is experienced, and like I said, coming off that FAU win last season, I just think that it skyrocketed his confidence, his motivation to play, and then he's older. So he's proven to himself, not only to us, but himself, that he can play at this level and be something for Southern Miss. The cornerback room, highly competitive with the number 1 wide receivers. Also, the defense has been extremely hard. I put hard in all caps to run on because – my God, it's hard to believe that when you got Frank Gore Jr., you got all these different D. Baker and all these different guys back there you think could, open something up. But, man, this defense has been on their toes. Daquan Bailey-Brown, man, you sat out last year due to eligibility issues. They're saying he should be a go this year. I'm hoping that's the case. I want to see some backflips in the end zone since that's what we see on his social media site. The starting 5 O-line has been performing extremely well, and they also have some really good depth is what they're talking. We're also looking to add more. This is a quote from Will Hall from his interview. He said they're looking to add more depth to the offensive line after spring. That's from the horse's mouth right there. I had to jump this in here. Will Hall did end his interview with the famous – he didn't just say to the top, y'all. He put the baby on it. To the top, baby. I love that. Love it. Trey Lowe, first full spring first full spring in general because usually he's playing baseball. So this is his first full spring at Southern Miss, but it's also his first full spring as only playing football. So this guy, I'm telling you, he's focused in. It's showing you the guys. I got to calm down. I'm getting so hyped up with the doggone Trey Lowe show. I need to pull it back a little bit. I don't think y'all ready for that. He said he got the fall camp late last year. Remember, he transferred from West Virginia, didn't get a spring, and then he got the fall camp late. I think he didn't get here till freaking season already started. He's working on his consistency in the offseason. He said Will Hall is an extremely good teacher, and it's good to have a teacher as your head coach. He's also working on he said he works on installing these offensive schemes and stuff in individuals. That's not news to anybody. I feel like everybody knew and how that kind of works when you're putting in something totally new. It takes a little minute to not only teach it, but get out there and you got to show some guys sometimes. The terminology he said was and checkdowns are different, but it's a widespread system. So, you're looking at an up-tempo style offense we were last year. And we're going to another up tempo. He said it's just this year seems like we're a little more widespread than we usually were. So that leads me to, or at least hope, that we see some big tight ends getting out split wide looking like Travis Kelce for the Kansas City Chiefs, baby. Hopefully that's the case, because I'd love to see some big old son of a gun like Mark Driver or Luke Baker, or my goodness, we got so many of them. Cavallo, can't even say your name, yo. Y'all son of a guns. We got talent at the tight end position, so I'm hoping when I keep hearing this widespread spread offense, I'm hoping we maybe we get some tight ends out there and instead of pulling them into tight end position. Hopefully we see them spread out. There was one incident during the practice where Will Hall just jumped on the doggone ground. So the Miss fans, everybody in there, what the heck wrong with Will Hall, man? Will Hall, you all right? They said, no, man, I'm trying to teach, man. Y'all stay out of my business. Will Hall jumped on the ground. He dove for a catch to show a wide receiver, man, if I can dive on the doggone ground, don't you think you can? You're more athletic than I am, type crap. None of these are quotes, by the way. I got to put them out there. But anyways, Will Hall jumped. There was an instance where the wide receiver, the ball was in dive and reach. The wide receiver didn't dive for the ball. Will Hall wanted to make a point. Shit's different around here, boy. I'm being real. Shit, Will Hall come to town, man. These kind of catches matter now, Southern Miss fan. He dove into the turf to show other players how to catch diving at the ball. I mean, my God. I ain't never had a doggone coach do that to me. They say dive on it or take some laps. This son of a gun dove on the turf saying if I can do it, you can too. I'm with it. That's the end of practice number 6. Let's jump into today's practice number 7. Like I said, it's a 2-part practice. He jumped into it. We're back to Will Hall. Will Hall jumped into practice interview number 7. D. Baker, awesome in the pass protection. This is shock to me because we all know D. Baker's a speedy guy, a little smaller. So I expected not necessarily a blocking type pass protection kind of guy. But Will Hall did inform us that this guy's getting a tough man mentality. He's putting his neck out there. He's getting in people's way, looking way better in pass protection. This is phenomenal news to me. This should be huge news to you. This guy is a speedy guy, and he's sitting there in pass protection, holding his own. That's that tough son of a gun Southern Miss football, baby. Woo! Get with it. We getting it back. Tough man ball. Whew. I got to calm down because y'all are not ready for it today. Bailey Brown, man, he brought you up. He continuing to make plays. J.D. Rutherford, Natron Brooks, Tyler Barnes. Where y'all at, brother? Y'all making noise. I love this crap. Will Hall giving everybody a bone at the interview today. J.D. Rutherford and Tyler Barnes making huge plays in the secondary. He also mentioned Natron Brooks and Bailey Brown. These guys, man, they just keep coming into their own, man. I'm so happy to hear not only how many times do we talk about the transfers DBs? How many times we talk about the star DBs and all this crap? Will Hall sitting here telling you the worth ethic wise, ethnic, whatever the heck. Can't even talk right now. I'm so pumped up. J.D. Rutherford and Tyler Barnes are getting it, baby. They're out there snatching balls out there on defense. I ain't saying that. But on defense, they hanging with the best of them. And Tavius Willis, here's another big one. He is at running back, folks. That's not saying you ain't never going to see him catch a doggone pass. We know he's got great hands. Good hands. But I'm telling you right now, the son of a gun's at running back. And we got confirmation from Will Hall today. He's moving from running back to wide receiver. No surprise, nothing too big of a deal here. Will Hall did say he's a natural running back. Played a little wildcat. Baby, in high school. He's shifty. He's got great hands. I think this would be amazing to have a little screen dump out or maybe, like he said, maybe a little wildcat. I thought we'd use Chandler Rogers in that role, but he ain't even on campus yet. What we going to do? No, we got Tavius Willis. What you talking about? Willis is back there. And I ain't saying he's going to start at running back. My goodness, they going to have some packages with that son of a gun coming in. He's new to pass protection. This is a guy, you got to think, he was playing wide receiver in high school, didn't really have to pass protect, to be honest with you. I don't think a lot of people expect running back. I know I do, but a lot of people don't expect running backs coming out of high school or in high school to be pass protectors. They just want to see a guy run football. But this guy, he's new to the pass protection, so that might hold him back a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe he gets it. These guys are fast learners. I'm excited everything they freaking do, and it seems like we're moving along like this. I'm serious. But I like that he's at running back. I really like that. I think he's going to take that roll and run with it. See what I did there? Let's go to it. Let's go. Coach Armstrong, my man, the young man that some people say he's never had a shave before. He's getting this defense into shape. Will Hall said himself, getting back to what USM football defense is supposed to be. Getting us back to the freaking nasty bunch style of defense. Awesome at covering wide receiver patterns. These guys, I know you hear a lot, we got all this defense coming around. Let me tell you something, folks. Defenses are not that different other than the formation. What do you do on defense? You line up, and this is not to undermine defensive players, but defense is a reaction sport. When the offense has to come up with this hard nose, offense is, to me, harder to learn because you're the ones that's having to go out there and do some. Defense has to react to what you do. So naturally, playing defense, whatever they're doing, you just got to run after and chase them, right? That would be natural. So defense right now is probably a little more ahead of the game than offense just because defenses, you just react. And you put them in man coverage, that's easy. I say easy, it's not easy, but just hang with the guys and, react. But like I said, Will Hall's getting us back to the nasty bunch style. So I'm behind it. I said offense. I wrote down offense is behind. I did write it down. Offense is behind because all defenses are practically the same. Not saying they are, but you react. It's okay. Next, on to the next one. What did I write down? Trey Lowe, practice number 7. They asked him, the great Heath Hinton. I always call him that. Heath Hinton with Big Old Nation. I was watching a lot of the different interviewers. Heath Hinton over at Big Old Nation asked a good question, I thought, about Trey Lowe and T. Webb. Like, where are they at? What's the competition like? Something we all really are we're all on edge to see. He said, Will Hall said that Trey's older, he's experienced. Then he jumped to T. Webb. He said, man, T. Webb's, kind of learning as he's going. He's young. He's 19 years old. He doesn't have that experience as Trey Lowe. You got to think. It's like Will Hall said. Trey Lowe has his degree already. T. Webb's over here trying to get a degree and focus on football too. So not only, and I said it earlier when I was talking about practice number 6, he's just brand new to Mississippi. That's a culture shock. New offense, new faces to throw to. I'm sure if you ask the wide receivers, they'll probably say they're used to Trey Lowe, just naturally having to catch balls from him. Now a whole new guy's coming. It'd be like me if I ran out there and start throwing balls to these wide receivers. They'd be like, who the heck is this guy? I ain't never called a pass from him. I ain't saying that's how it is, but my balls wouldn't be like Trey Lowe's on the dime because that chemistry, team chemistry. I might know JBL. I might know Shirty. I might know the guys, but we ain't never played catch together. I don't know the timing. Trey Lowe knows the timing. Let T. Webb get that timing down, and then we'll talk. Because I don't think the starting job's set in stone by any means, or even close. I do think that it's gonna be fun to watch. They went on to talk about how much Frank Gore loves football. I think that ain't no surprise. I think we all know Frank Gore loves football. But talk about some quotes real quick. I got to talk about them. I love Will Hall to death, man. He said, the standard is not to go 7-5. And then he kept that going, but it's not that's not okay to go 7-5. All right? I love this man. He went on to say, I'm 5'7", I'm fat, I'm not very fast, but I can remember shit. No, he didn't say shit, but he said, I can remember things. This guy, I love that crap. He said, he also went on, here's another quote, attack life like Hayes Maples. I love it. I love that. Let's see. We got a lot of. Here's another one. We got a lot of tools in the toolbox, baby. Ain't that some? That's Mississippi right there. We got a lot of tools in the toolbox. Anyone else would say that any other way. We got a lot of weapons out there. The motherfucker. Yes. I love it. Southern Miss to the top. Let me wrap this thing up before I get carried away too much. I love y'all.